All right. Hey, guys. Thanks for showing up. I know I kind of announced this webinar a little bit late. It's very, very important, though. I've had, with all the growth that's going on in the team, I'm noticing a lot of people going, how do I talk to this person? How do I talk to that person? And it occurred to me that this is not only in our company, but in other companies as well. People have always had that issue. It's that hump in the road that if we don't get over it, you know, people are going to give up on themselves because of fear of talking to somebody, because of they're just not sure if they should ask, you know. So I want to have this webinar in our archives in our team so that people understand talking to people, it's not that difficult. You know, I don't care if somebody comes to me and says no. You know, I always welcome the yeses, but in the yeses as well, I make sure that I'm qualifying my people because I want to make sure there's somebody I want to work with. Once they join our organization and I sponsor somebody into a business, they're now my responsibility. So I hope this webinar is going to help everybody. I have on our panel today, obviously, Michael Castiglione. I'm Jennifer Merrill. Michael's going to play kind of like the mean guy in the room. David Wishecoby is going to be the internet marketer that's kind of like had some success, has a nice team, but they've kind of plateaued in a business and are looking for something new, something fresh to get involved with. I have Michelle Philbeck. She's going to be one of my friends on Facebook I've had for quite some time, and I'm just checking in on her, seeing how she's doing, seeing if she's happy where she is, catching up and building that relationship back because we haven't spoken in a while. And then I obviously have Pete Delmonico. Now, Pete Delmonico is his subject is one of my favorites because it happens to me every single day. It's that flip the script guy. The reverse marketer. They're coming in, they're stalking your wall, they want to know the information of what you're doing, but their ultimate motive is to pull you in to their opportunity and to get your focus off of what you're doing. So that one is going to be the last one I cover because I literally get it every single day. So what I want everybody to do is have a pen and paper out. I'm going to be the person prospecting. You're going to hear it from what I personally do. Now, what I do may not work for you, but I'm just giving you some ideas of what avenues to go through so that you can, you know, start learning your craft, which is talking to people a little bit better. So I'm going to start with you. So the scenario is that I've been posting on my wall. I've been showing all this success, and I'm actually going to be new guy. I'm not going to be Jen, the six-figure girl here, because a lot of you are new, and you don't know how to talk to people. So I'm actually, when I'm edifying, I'm going to edify Pete or Jen and Mike, the fictitious people in the room. I'm going to be a Jen, but I am not the six-figure earner. I am new. So you came to my timeline. Mm-hmm. You said info, please.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go over to my chat box. First I'm going to highlight over his name, make sure I'm friends with him, make sure it's my original post that he's replying on, because I don't want to go to one of my team members' walls, basically, and take their people. So I'm going to go over, it's my post, he wants more information, so I'm going to start a conversation with him, and I'm going to be like, hey, Michael, how are you today?
Fantastic. Jen, how are you?
I'm doing great. So I noticed that you were on my wall today and that you were looking for some more information about a business opportunity.
Yes, I've been seeing things and I'm interested in knowing more.
Okay, great. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a dad. I got a couple of kids. You know, I've been around the industry before. I've done some different deals, and it really hasn't panned out. My sponsor, I get sponsored and they get rid. You know, then I can't find them and stuff. So I'm starting to feel that this thing's kind of a scam.
Well, the industry in itself?
Well, you know what I've experienced. Yeah, it's been nothing more than, you know, sign me up and I don't know where you went. What happened? So you made some sort of a deal with me and now you're gone.
Well, what kind of things are you looking for? Tell me a little bit about, like, your history.
Well, I'm definitely looking for support. I'm very, very interested in what you guys are doing. I see all these checks and all the success that's happening, but I just, you know, I don't know where to start, and I just need to, I need to find somebody to connect with so I can trust and start engaging with that person. And it seems to be that I'm getting that from you, but I'm just still not really sure. I'm not really sure about it.
Well, what kind of a time commitment are you willing to do for yourself in your business?
I've got, I have a different schedule. I work part-time and stuff. I'm home a lot. So I can put in about 20 hours a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay, because the nice thing about working at home around your kids and around your work life is that you're your business owner, and now you have to structure out that 20 hours a week to what suits you.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing about my team is that we have group chats. We have a team room. We have a files tab that has all kinds of information. So if it's 3 o'clock in the morning your time and you want to learn some more stuff, all the information is right there for you.
Really?
Yes.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, but you probably heard in other companies, but we actually have it. I'm willing to show you all of that. I'm willing to walk you through everything.
Interesting.
Would you like to know a little bit more about our products?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, basically what it is, it's a software company that started in 2002. So that takes the scam part out of it, takes the pyramid out of it.
Okay.
All right. 2.5 years ago, they opened up in Colombia as a home-based opportunity. All right, and then 15 months ago, it came into the United States. That's when my sponsor found it. Mm-hmm. Now, with my sponsor, he was a real estate guy. He owned a real estate business. He was doing really well, but he wanted more freedom. Mm-hmm. So when he found it, he actually helped another couple that was looking at eviction and eating out of a food bank with their 2 kids in north of Boston, mm-hmm. and help them go from eviction status to 6 figures in this company.
Yeah, I've heard all that stuff before. Mm-hmm. I've actually heard that several times.
Okay.
You're saying that that's the real deal. That's happened to you. That's
my sponsor.
Your sponsor.
Yeah, and they're willing to work with anybody I hand select.
I've heard that too before.
Okay. Well, how about this? What if I got you on the line with a team member that's fairly new, that has experienced what I'm talking about, as well as my sponsor, so you can see the family support that we have?
I'd be open to that.
Okay, great. Let me set that up. In the meantime, while I'm setting it up, I'm going to send you a compensation plan video so you can kind of get a grasp of what we do here, get the feel of the product line so that you can understand our compensation plan. I'll go set that up. Circle back with me in 25 minutes, and we'll get on a call with them.
Okay, that works for me.
Sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And that's that. 25 minutes later, he's done with the compensation plan. He's on the phone with a new member that has experienced the success, experienced the family vibe, and seen the tools, seen all the support system that we have in place, as well as my sponsor who has the success and can now work with them. I get them connected on the phone. I'm also there. I mute my phone. I shut up, and I learn.
It's literally this simple. When you're brand new, it's good to be new. It's a good thing. And what I had to do, what Jen had to do, we had to edify the story above, because we were brand new to this thing, like you guys are. So I talked about, how I found the company from one of the top internet marketers in the world. He's incredible, and it took me years to get next to him through our sponsor. We were fortunate enough. So he makes a lot of money. I'm not even going to tell you how much money, but it's about $1 million a month. And when I don't know about you, but that makes a lot of sense to me, that I would follow in the path of somebody that's having success. So I talked about the success, and it just started registering with people, and that's how people started. But we talk about Jen and Mike, how they went from broke, eviction, everything else, to now six figures in 60 days, earning on the path of that to well over $130,000. So you got to talk about the stories of what's going to connect, and if you can connect those people from the story to the actual person on the phone, we're in business. That's right. What you need to do. As a new person, you just want to be new. Your job is to pique interest, okay? And that's it. And get them on the phone with the person having success.
There's only one other scenario that we didn't get into in terms of somebody that's skeptical is, look, I'm not, and I've heard a few people say this to me in the last 48 hours, and this is why I'm bringing it up. Look, I don't want to hear anything about this. Just give me a link. Now, with that kind of a thing, I'm going to basically set myself back and go, you know what, Jules, let me tell you something about me. I build networks. So in order for me to help you, I want to get to know you. But if you're not willing to work with me, hey, I'll give you a link. I'll let you see what we're doing. I'm not afraid of that. I'm very proud of what we do. But if you're, once you're done watching that, you're going to want to circle back with me and build a relationship with me so I can decide whether or not I want to work with you. Because it's my business, and I hand select who I work with. I have the success here. It's up to you on whether or not you want to be a part of a team, be a team player, and build relationships and help others. Because if you don't have those qualities, I can't work with you, unfortunately. But I do wish you all the success in anything that you may do. That's it. It's my business. I don't care if I'm day one in this business. That is the mindset you have to have. You don't need everybody. You don't need 900 people on your front line. You don't need, but a handful of people in your career to really have an amazing opportunity. So, with that said, I'm going to move over to David. David is the guy that has, no worries, Everett, I'll get you the replay. David is the guy that has an organization. He's had the success. He's looking to kind of move forward in his career and advance his career or add to his portfolio. And the beautiful thing about what we have here at Ingreso is we are a tools company. So it goes hand in hand in anything that you may do. So David has asked for info on my wall, my post, okay? And I'm going to circle over to David, and I'm going, hi, David, how are you today? Oh, you're muted, Emmy.
Unmute.
He's just talking with
Looks like an agenda.
Hey, Jen, how are you? Thanks for replying to my chat.
Absolutely, absolutely. David, I've seen you poking around and liking some of my stuff recently. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I've been doing this other company for a little while now, and I had some pretty good mentorship, and I've been able to build myself a nice little organization. We feel that we can accomplish more than what's possible in this company, and I see what you guys are doing over there with Ingreso Cybernetico. My main concern was, is it possible for a lot of people to do that, or is it possible for anybody that's willing to apply themselves? Because I've been around this company, that company, and you always see people make a lot of money, but the majority of the people are not able to make a lot of money. So I was kind of curious on what Ingreso is about, and more so not what it only has to offer me, but what can I give to my team with this company?
Well, that's an excellent question, and it's a very simple answer, actually. We have the best tools and training around. Our company actually offers a 30-day blueprint, so even if it was day one in this industry for that person, they still have the same exact opportunity as somebody that has a massive team. And with our team support that we have a room that you can get knowledge from all kinds of different personalities, people that have been here for a while, people that are new, and we all have a community together so that they can simply ask a question and there's going to be a lot of different answers, and then that person is going to be able to choose what best fits their personality. And that's one of the things I really love about it. I've noticed that a lot of the newer people, I have a gentleman on my team that started a few months ago, and he's already made over $5,000, and he never really had success before. I personally never had success before joining either, and I'm really excited about being able to share the opportunity with others.
Awesome, awesome. Is it possible you can give me a link with some information? Like I said, I'm really careful where I guide my team into because it took me a long time to build this list, and I know a list is based off of trust, and I definitely don't want to get them involved into something that's going to harm them. I'm all about helping put some extra food in their mouth. But, a question for you. Have you been able to make any money in this company, or are you just one that's saying, oh, we can make money? Because if I choose a company, I want to choose with people that know what they're doing. I want to be able to run with the right people. Do you, by experience, do you have success, and can you document that?
I personally have had success. I am new, but I've already seen the results of my efforts. And I can also show you the documentation of all of the people that I work with. They have all kinds of information that I can get you to show you the different people. It's not just one or two people making money. It's a whole slew of people that are making money. Some have been here for a while. Some have been here a month. I've only been here a few weeks, but I work with a couple that started off in this company who worked really, really hard for years and never had any results, showed up in this company, followed the simple plan, and went from looking at eviction north of Boston with their 2 kids, eating out of a food bank, to 6 figures in this company already. So, and they're the ones I work with directly, and I'm really excited to work with them.
Awesome, awesome. I'm not just going to quit doing what I'm doing with my team where we're at because it's providing income. And I know a lot of companies out there, if you were to just go to another company, it would have to be on the down low for a minute because I don't want to have to worry about if this turns out to be better than what we're doing, I don't want to, you know, and it doesn't work out, I don't want people to lose their income from having this company say, you know what, we can't work with you no more because you're doing other stuff. What's the policy on your company on being able to, you know, promote multiple streams of income or work with different things?
My company is completely open to it. And let me explain something to you, David. You know, would you agree as a marketer with a team that you need tools, training, and expertise in order to succeed in this industry?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, well, that's the product line that we have here at Ingreso Cybernetico. We have all kinds of tools, training. We have apps. We have lead capture pages. We have a webinar system that we do a lot of our trainings on that people utilize to promote their current opportunity as well. So if you're in a company, you know, but you're liking IC as your B company, but you want to really, really take your A company to the next level, you could do all your trainings on a thing called Cybernetico Live, have all your team there, have it set up as if it was a live webinar, and you're not even there. You could be at a movie texting back and forth to the people that are on that webinar, and you're not even there, but they think you are. How cool is that?
For 25 bucks.
And it's only $25 a month, so we're not breaking anybody's wallet here.
Okay, and with a team of people that put in effort, what is the income potential of people that apply themselves? I know I can't ask you for an average. If, you know, like you, I understand that it takes work to make it, but, you know, for somebody to really plug in with the way that you guys operate or the way this company operates, whatever, what is the percentage ratio of an average person being able to truly succeed in a company like this?
Well, you know, again, it all is on their effort, because somebody can come in and do nothing and expect something. I've actually seen people come and do nothing and actually make money. So, I mean, this is a kind of like one of those weird scenarios, because we have 10 different ways to get paid. So if you're going to put in the time, the effort, and dig into the leadership and the mentorship that's at your fingertips, then your success ratio is going to be extremely high, because we have a high success rate in our organization. I know through Jen and Mike.
I see the checks coming. I see the checks coming with more than just one name on them. That's why I'm talking to you.
Yes, exactly. And, you know, the story with the checks is that's only one of the ways that we get paid here at Ingreso Cybernetico. People don't understand there are 10 different ways to get paid. And so we have a residual income that you're going to be building. There's going to be, yes, the checks, and so many other ways. We have contests. We have so many ways that for you to actually make money here and build a solid foundation. What I've personally found, David, is that a lot of people are, you know, they come in, they test the waters here, and they realize that they like it better here because of the support that they have, and they end up actually making Ingreso their primary home because it just makes sense. It's everything that they've been looking for under one roof for years.
Awesome, awesome. What is the what's the price points? You know, in this other company I'm in, the auto ship is kind of high, and I see a lot of attrition, dude. You know, my newer members, I see a lot of attrition, and I'm just wondering, what's the price points? What does it cost to start?
Well, we have all the way from $25 for level 1. We have a $50 level. We have a $100 level, a $300, a $500, a $1,500, a $3,500, and a $7,500 level. So the marketers that like high ticket, we have that. The marketers that are new, that are a little nervous about getting started, we have the lower end tickets, and they can start building themselves up through their commissions into the higher levels if they choose to do so. So, but no matter how much money you make, no matter what level you're on, you're always going to pay $25 a month, not a penny more.
Okay, awesome. I want to get with a couple of people on my team that I consider leaders. I want to run the idea past them. If you could shoot me the information, that'd be great. And then possibly a follow-up maybe this evening or in the morning. I'd really appreciate that.
I can absolutely do that. What is a good time for you, David? And I'll actually set up some of the leadership so that you can get all your answers, you know, to all your questions for your team. Because I am, again, rather new. I do know, you know, a lot of information. However, I want you to get with the experts that have actually seen everything from day one since it has hit U.S. soil. Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely. I do this full time. What would be a good time for you?
I do this full time as well. I'm a single mom staying at home with my kids.
Awesome. Do me a favor and get me a link. I'll review it. I'll run it over with a couple of people on my team, and then I'll shoot you a message as soon as we get done, possibly later this evening.
Sounds good. Excellent. It was really lovely talking to you, David, and I look forward to our meeting this afternoon.
Nice meeting you, Jen. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. All right, so that was that one. So then at that point, I get a hold of my leadership and I say, look, I have a guy that has a team. He's been in marketing for a while. I give him an update on the conversation and I set up the time for the call.
Nice.
Okay.
I think this is going to be very helpful for a lot of people.
But in terms of it, I have now sent over David the link. I've also sent him over my telephone number, and that way, if he has any questions, he's welcome to come back even before our meeting. Okay. So Michelle is the next one. Michelle is my friend. She's been my friend. We go poking in on each other from time to time. Haven't really talked to her in a couple of months or so. So I'm going to go over to Michelle, and I'm just going to kind of catch up and build that relationship back. So hi, Michelle. How are you?
Doing good. How have you been doing?
Good.
The kids are growing.
Huh? What was that?
So the kids are growing. I saw the pictures.
Yeah, yours too. So what's going on, girl? I haven't talked to you in a while, but I'm loving those posts that you're doing on Facebook.
Stay-at-home mom, keeping me busy, rather busy. Not really got a lot of time on my hands, but, what have you been doing here lately?
Me?
Yourself.
Oh God,
Yeah.
It's life with kids, crazy. But I feel very blessed, Michelle. Just recently, I had a friend of mine come to me, and I respect him so highly. And his name is Pete Delmonico. He owned a real estate agency, and he connected me with another gentleman that makes like $1 million a month. I'm not even kidding. And this guy was talking to me knowing how hard my life has been, how much I've been struggling, and he showed me a way that I can actually start making more money from home, because as you know, being a mom that stays at home with kids, your budget gets a little tight. So I started talking to him, and I was like, you know what? This makes sense. I can work from home, be around my babies, and get leadership and mentorship and guidance from people that make 5 to 6 to 7 figures a month, and they're going to teach me how to do it.
I've never marketed before, though. I've never been in this industry. I'm scared. I wouldn't even know where to start.
You know what? And I feel ya. I know exactly how you feel. I've done stuff before, but never, had any success. So I brought that up to him. And what he said is that they have a whole training series in their back office that I can plug into. And they're going to help me and anybody I choose, that I hand select. They're going to help them too, because they want to see as many people succeed as possible. How exciting is that?
Well, how much time would I need? What if it doesn't work for me? Just what if it doesn't work?
Well, you know what? I'm new, and I just adore you. You've been my friend forever on Facebook, and I don't want to give you the wrong information, Michelle. Can I get your phone number? Because I'd really like to talk to you, because these are the same questions I had, but I want you to talk to them, because they're the ones that brought it to me, and I see it, but I don't want to ruin it for you.
Well, would I be joining you, or who would I be joining with?
You would be joining me, but working with all of us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Then I would send you my number.
Okay, great. Michelle, I'm going to call you right now. Let me just go over and let my sponsor know that I'm going to be putting you on the phone so that he can explain everything like he did to me.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. I'll call you in about 5, okay, honey?
Okay. Thanks, dear.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Great job. Great job. Very good one. Good one.
That's right.
That was good.
Yeah. Now I need a cup of water.
Whenever they don't even ask for a link, and they're willing to give up that number, I've done that with people. I don't care that they didn't look at the comp plan or whatever. That's whenever if we have to pre-qualify on the phone, we have to, just get that number.
I like to do it simultaneously. I'm willing to give you a link if you're willing to get on the phone, because I need to find out. You can't express in a chat. You got to get to know each other. Trying to have an idea, but not really, So I really need to do both at the same time. I'd be willing to shoot you over a link. If you'd be willing to give me your number, we'll get on the phone. We all have these phones. Let's talk.
Right, and that's a problem with Facebook, because a lot of people don't want to get out of Facebook. They don't want to pick up the device that they pay $100 or $200 a month for, but that device is what's going to build that relationship. I could say one thing in my chat box to you, and you could take it completely wrong when I meant it to be fun. So, I mean, but you're not, so you're never going to really know unless you hear the tone of my voice when I'm saying it.
Exactly.
So the next one, which is one I get every single day like clockwork.
You got your hands full with this one.
Yes. Pen and paper definitely on this one.
Look at that guy.
Mr. Delmonico.
You ain't got a prayer. Look at him.
You just want me to give you an objection, or?
No, what you're going to do is you've been watching what's going on my wall for a while. You're seeing all the success, and you obviously want leaders. This time I am the successful person, guys, because this is what I deal with every single day. You guys think you have it bad? No. Okay. So, like literally 17 chat boxes at once, and they're sending me a message this big that's a pre-written script going, join my team and like my page and this and that. And I'm like, I'm not even reading you. Who are you?
This is reverse marketing, Pete. You're reverse marketing Jen.
Right.
Okay, so, I like it. Okay.
Yeah, so basically you've liked my stuff. You're coming over to find out more about what I'm doing, but you're going to try to do your Rico Suave thing with me and get me to join your team because your thing is the next best thing since sliced bread.
Okay.
So you're going to actually have more of the role in this than I am.
Hey, Jen, how are you today?
I'm great, Pete. How are you?
Good. I noticed that you're a like-minded, successful person like me, and we have a lot of friends in common, so I appreciate you accepting my friend request.
Oh, absolutely.
And I noticed that you're doing pretty well online. Currently, I'm marketing about 14 different opportunities, and haven't really made money in most of them, but I'm really excited about this new one. And I wanted to reach out to you because this guy in Hong Kong says these coins are going to be worth money someday. I've never heard of them, but I trust him. People are usually pretty forthright on the internet. And basically what it is a team build, pay it forward matrix. And you only need about 100,000 people in the matrix, and you can make $1 million a month. So I figured it'd be good. Maybe you want to put your whole team on it, and then I can join yours and you can join mine, because usually that's a good marketing strategy, right? If you join my program, I'll join yours, and then we can, just add one more to our portfolio. Sound good?
You're not kidding. You're kidding, right?
Well, I have okay, you don't like that one. Well, I have this other opportunity where, you basically, wear these shoes and your hair grows out faster. And this guy in Thailand came up with it, so I know that's got to be good. He was wearing like a uniform when I saw the video, so he's like a high-ranking general or something. So what do you think about that one?
Hey Pete, let me ask you a question, honey.
Yeah.
And please forgive me and don't take this the wrong way,
Yeah.
but I think you need proper mentorship. Right now you're telling me about 17 different opportunities. One's in Hong Kong. The other one helps your hair grow when you put a pair of shoes on. Let me ask you something. How much are the auto ships on these things?
Well, my mom pays most of them, so I don't know. She gave me her credit card a while back. She believes in me. And no, I mean, I don't think I'm a jumper at all. It's 11 o'clock. I haven't even joined anything yet today, so I'm pretty focused. And I do have this mentor. He did go to prison for a while for a Ponzi scheme, but he's changed, and he's a good guy, and now he has this great idea. So I can get you on the phone with him, but he's actually working on another project right now, so he's not focused on this today either. Maybe we can do it tomorrow.
Pete, let me tell you something.
Okay, I do need a mentor. Can I PayPal you like $3,000? I mean, you don't have to really do a whole lot. Maybe just talk to me once or twice.
Pete.
Yeah.
Stop for a second, honey. Look, okay. I've seen guys like you come and go all over the place, okay? I actually think that it's time for you to release everything that you're currently doing and really think about what you want on the internet. Because honestly, you're jumping here, jumping there. I don't trust you. Nobody else is going to trust you. And the ones that do, you're taking them down a path that's going to hurt people. And you may not realize it right now, but what you need to do is you need to sit down, decide exactly what you want to do with your career online, and start building relationships properly, and stop getting into these things that are going to be gone in the next 90 days along with other people's wallets.
Yeah, because what I understand talking with you is like if you're in 5 or 6 or even 10, or like you, Pete, 14, what it says to me is that you haven't found your home yet.
Mm-hmm. Mhm. You know, I understand, you know, I see it all the time. I have a lot of friends online. I've watched my friends online, my marketing friends, and it breaks my heart
Hmm.
watching what's going on with them. I've seen 5 different companies go down in the last 2 weeks, and a lot of my friends were involved in that. So you have to really think about what you're doing to people before you decide that this is a good idea. And why don't you start doing your own homework first and stop taking everybody else's word for it?
Right. Well, these guys said if I joined, I didn't have to do anything, that I would just get money.
Well,
So,
well, you know what? That's going to be the first red flag you will ever have in this industry. This industry is based on building relationships, building a solid foundation for people, not I'm going to throw my money at something, sit back and watch it come in. This is not the stock market.
damn it. Well, actually, it's funny that you mentioned the stock market because I just got into this trading thing, and look, the guy's been trading for a full 2 weeks now, so he definitely knows what he's doing. And my dad loaned me money for that one, but okay, all right. I'm gonna drop everything. I'm gonna drop everything and join you guys because you sound like you're committed, and I see those big checks in the background. And can you move out of the way because my Chase account lets me deposit checks if I take a picture of them, and another guy told me that if I can just get a hold of some checks, I can deposit them in his account. All right, I won't talk to him anymore either, I promise.
Well, you know, it's funny that you mentioned that as well because not for nothing, the last time I checked, did you go to school to become a stockbroker?
No. I didn't go to school.
So again, we're jumping into something that you have zero knowledge of. You've done zero amount of research. You haven't found your home. You're just following what other people say because it looks good and it's nice and shiny. And you think that because you're the first one there that you're going to make the most money. Is that what I'm gathering out of you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Well, let me tell you something, Pete. Unfortunately, until you kind of like get your head wrapped around the fact that you need to stay focused on one thing and build that to a very substantial income, not only for yourself but other people, by building relationships and making sure that your team is safe and sound, I don't see that you're going to make it very far in this industry. You're going to burn more bridges than you're going to build.
Is that a startup?
All right, listen, guys, I'm sold. I'll tell you what. You guys pay for me to get in, and then I promise to use all my profits to pay for other people to get in. Sound good?
No, unfortunately, I don't pay for people. You know, if you want to.
Did you see that movie with Kevin Spacey? I mean, the pay it forward. It's just an incredible idea.
Well, you know, paying for it is one thing, but paying it forward financially is a completely different animal.
Okay. I'm going to go get a lobotomy, call you guys this afternoon, and start with a clean slate. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you as well, Pete, and I will pray for you.
Awesome. We got to do that more.
Oh, Pete.
Sad, but I hear that spiel like 8 times a day, unfortunately.
Pete, oh my God.
Yeah.
Seriously.
As funny as it was, it's common. Yeah.
It is, and that's the thing. People have to understand we've been around for 2.5 years, but 15 months in the United States, and it's global. We are solid. We're not going to be this thing that you go, oh, what's that thing? I've never heard of that name. Oh, you know what? I better jump on right now because
I think
it's out there on the internet, so it must be safe.
Well, no, I mean, we've learned before a zillion times over, and 99% of the companies that are startups, well, it's a startup. It's got to start somewhere. Well, it can start on somebody else's time and wallet, you know, because 99% of them fail. They won't be here more than likely in 6 months, definitely not here in a year.
Right. So
you're going to have to rebuild again, and I guess maybe that's fine by you, but you're taking a big risk.
You have to be very careful because if I sat there trying to talk Pete into my business, guess what he's going to do? He's going to build relationships with all of you, and then what he's going to do is go in private chat all of you, and he's going to try to get all of you into the 75 different opportunities he just told me about. Well, my job is to protect my team. Even if it was my first day in, it's my job to protect the people I'm in business with, and I have to make sure it's the personality type that I want to be in with. So make sure that you remain focused. Do not do anything You know, I mean, David's scenario is a little different. It's like he's adding a tools thing to his opportunity. That's one thing, okay? But when you're taking, or, you know, or vice versa, he's taking a team in here to see if this is his new home. That's one thing. But don't go in and start going, oh, you know what? So-and-so just started this other company. I'm going to go over here, but I'm still going to go this. Because I'll tell you what, I tried to build 2 other things last year while building this. It burnt my ass. It burnt me hard, and I would never suggest anybody doing that, because you're going to hurt your team. You're going to lose respect from people. Now, when you realize the mistake that you've made, you have to rebuild that respect level back.
And what they do is, after they go make their bumps and bruises and stuff, they get messed up out there. They come right back to you again. People want to know, like, and trust you, and then know that you're going to help support them. And we've got that all set up here. So there may be other companies and teams that are doing so. You just got to feel it out. You know, your job, being new, is to just pique people's interest. Let the selling edify and get the person having success on the phone, or get them material like Jen's video, the sizzle call, things that do all the selling and telling. That's what we got here to help and support the new person.
I just don't want anybody to be afraid of the chat box. You're gonna get your no's. Like, you know, if I'm talking to Pete, right, and I'm going back and forth with Pete, and, you know, in a different scenario where, you know, I'm just, you know, talking to him and trying to get him involved in my business. I'm really desperate, and he's saying no to me. Now I'm going, oh, I talked to 2 people. They both said no. I quit. I don't care if you get 40 no's in a row, because you're building your craft. You have to learn how to talk to people, but just be consistent about talking to people. Learn what you're doing wrong. If you're getting too many no's in a row, go to your leadership. Ask, this is what I'm saying. What am I doing wrong? Or, hey, I am somebody I'm talking to. How would you handle this situation? Because that's what we're there for, is to help you in your success when you're learning. And that was the purpose of this video, because a lot of people get nervous about talking to other people. But if I went into a club and there's a bunch of people there, I'm not going to not dance because the music's going and there's all these people there. I'm going to dance and have a good time. Have a good time with building your business. You're just building relationships.
Yeah, that's what it really boils down to. It's no more than seeing a movie, a really great movie, having a great dinner, taking a great vacation. You're sharing information, and you're excited. Be excited about it. A lot of people buy your excitement because their lives are not that exciting. And, you know, and if you meet somebody who's not open, you'll know it right away. It's like a bucket of cold water. You'll feel the flow of the conversation in your chat going well. Even if you see a glimpse, say, listen, you know, what's your best telephone number I can reach you on? Because, you know, or I'm new, you know, I want to get you on the phone, my business partner. They know a whole lot more. They're very successful. They're great people. I would love them to meet you, you know, and just turn it over to the upline and the people that have success.
The other thing, too, is that I want you guys to understand is a lot of people want to be a part of something. They want something, and you got to keep them in a place that's a solid something. And be really honest with yourself, because when I talk to somebody, I really, truly care about that person. Don't be a fake person on your chats. You know, be yourself, be firm and whatnot to protect yourself in your business. But you have to truly care about wanting to help that other person. They don't have a big dollar above their head. They are a person that wants to be involved in something that's good, that can help change their family's life. And we have all that here, so just respect it.
Yeah.
So, Jen, I want to say something about that real quick, if you had just a minute. I said it in the live chat the other day, and I know some of them saw it and kind of fed back on it, but I sent pictures in there of my family, and I said, you know, this is what I was trusting David with to lead me, you know, to teach me how to provide for them. You know, ultimately, it's my decision, you know, how to apply and things like that. But whenever I look at people and they come to me in this chat box, you know, and I go to their timeline and I see their families, I see their baby, you know, or whatever, you know, I know that is what they are trusting me with, their most prized possessions. And if I can't keep that in my mind and in my heart, I need to hang it up and walk away totally from this business.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they have got to make that connection.
We come up with this little method. How many no's can you get today? Set yourself up You're not trying to set yourself up to fail. How many no's can I get today? So we do that.
It just
often.
shows you that the no is acceptable. Because you're looking for the person you want to work with.
Dave? Oh, and I typically don't like how's it going because some people are having a bad day. So I like to say what's going on, what are you busy with these days, and in the end of any kind of conversation, to leave it good, you want to say things like, we need to figure out a way to work together. So I understand, I'm busy. I know you're busy. Let's circle back with each other because a no is not a no forever. They're going to keep their boiling you, and they, quite frankly, they keep seeing these checks, and now they throw in the towel and they say, you know what? I need to come to reality with my thing here. I've been doing this for a while.
Well, and the other thing is, too, when you do bring that new person in, if they've been in 3 days, haven't made a check, let them understand it's normal. You're building a business. Most people are not going to be in this business and within 24 to 48 hours have made their first check. It's just because it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. We're building
a real business.
A network. We're building a residual forever income in a solid foundation. The checks are fantastic. They're absolutely wonderful. I love seeing them. But like I said, I like seeing hey, Michelle has just reached level 2 in her team build because that means her team is duplicating what she's teaching.
You're not in competition with anybody on this team or anybody. You are in competition with yourself. There's a growth curve that happens here for everyone, and you're going to have frustrating moments and flat spots, and maybe even a week or two goes by. It could be a month, and you haven't gotten one sale yet, but you will break through, and when you break through, you've begun to arrive. And that's what has to happen. You have to face that as a reality.
And what I love is that's beautiful here too, guys. It's only $25 a month. $25 is not going to break anybody's pocketbook while they're learning their business. We have 30-day blueprints. Make sure when you bring people into the business that you're showing them where to go. Get them introduced, welcomed, so that if the people can wrap their arms around them. And then lead them into the groups. Hey, here's the files tab so that you can learn everything that you need. We're always here. I'm still going to talk to you. I'm going to teach you how to talk to people, hence this video. But you just have to make sure that you know exactly what you're willing to give somebody before you put them in.
The relationship is paramount. That's your first and foremost thing. To get them to know, like, and trust, and they will come your way. People buy people. They don't necessarily buy the business.
David, any final thoughts? I know there's...
Hold on.
He's breaking the chips over there.
I'm eating some chips. Zoe's taking a nap. No, I mean, you guys pretty much covered all well. One thing I did wanted to go over was posting in these Facebook multi-level marketing work-at-home groups, guys. Do not waste your time. I'm not saying not to go in there when you got a few minutes free to go ahead and make a post, see if it gets you any traction, but we're in an industry called network marketing. I mean, there's no coincidence that Mike and Jen aren't posting in these groups. Pete's not posting in these groups, neither is John. They understand that it's about engaging with people. And those groups are nothing but big spam fests of people trying to trade one business opportunity for the next. Nobody's got no money to begin with, so 0 + 0 = 0. Get in there with people.
Minus the auto ships.
Minus the auto ships. So now you're going in. Never mind. That's another story. But it's about networking, and I see so many people online in these businesses trying to automate this. You cannot automate relationship building. There is certain parts and aspects of your business that you can automate, but it will not happen with building relationships. I cannot send a robot to high school and expect him to get popular. People buy you, they buy your personality, and if you can't give them your personality, they're out the door. That and also follow-ups, guys. Follow-up is very, very important. If they tell you no, or I'll look it over and I'll get back to you, odds are they have thrown your information out the window the second that chat message closes. You have opened the window of opportunity, and the next thing you see is 2 months later, somebody else got them in another business. Send them a message in a week and say, hey, I was just following up with you. You said you'd review it. I just want to see if you had any other questions that I can answer for you. No? All right. Check in with them periodically. Let them know how you're doing. They're going to see the success on your wall. nothing changes in their life. They're going to continue to go to that dead-end job. They're going to continually get sexually harassed, not making the amount of money that they want to make. And if you don't follow up with them and they don't have your information, it's a lead that you just threw out the window, which is the beautiful thing about Facebook, because you got them right in the click of a button, man. You don't have to write down every name and phone number and say, hey, I got to follow up with this guy in 7 days. You can literally just jump on, see their name, be like, man, it's been about 7 days. Let me send them a message and see how they're doing. So engage, network with people. Try not to spend all your time in those groups, and follow up. That's all I wanted to add.
You can't be a prophet in your own village, certainly when you're brand new.
One thing real quick, though, too, yes, the fortune is in the follow-up. But also, guys, you are all on my team. There's going to be other people that are going to watch this, but we've actually, in our team, been sharing a video about how to get more engagement on your own timeline. What's going on right now is the algorithm inside of Facebook is a pain in the rear end. All right, so but we found a video through Artisan that is actually working. I have test run it and it does work. So it's a 12-minute video. It's a little dry, but it's going to get you more engagement on your wall if you take the time to go through your friends, decide who you want to see information from, and then guess what? I'm going through, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't talked to that person in like 3 years. So I'm clicking on these people and I'm like, oh, remember that person? Oh my God, we got to follow up. And so then I go in, I finish up my process and I click home, and all these people I haven't talked to in years are now right in my face. And I can go like, comment, talk to them on Facebook, and they're going to go, hey, there's Jen. I haven't talked to her in like forever. So they're going to start popping in going, hey, where have you been? Facebook, that stupid algorithm.
Do you want to talk about tagging real quick? Do you know how to word it up on the tagging?
What do you mean?
Well, how we can, what we're working on is to help us. There's going to be a post or maybe a couple of posts that can end up going viral if you tag precision-wise, if you tag people appropriately. There's ways over time, if you're very consistent with the behavior, of tagging people you're wanting to kind of engage with, to get them engaged, and not about business, just some post,
Yeah, don't make it all about business.
They get sick of it. People get sick of it.
It's almost like that numbing effect. It's there's a name for it. Anyway,
they become jaded.
Yeah, they do.
You could post a $5,000 check and it wouldn't matter. It's just
you got to be funny. People love funny because a lot of times they're like miserable from having to drive in the snow, sit in traffic. Their boss chewed them out today. They want to have something that's positive. And if you bring a lot of positive or inspiration to your timeline, they're going to constantly be coming to your wall. But they're going to have to get through the success stories to find that post sometimes. Sometimes it'll be right at the top. Try to end your day with something positive and upbeat. That's not business, so that's the first thing that they see. Now they're going to be looking for more on you, and they're going to start following you more.
You want to set up your timeline almost like the Michelle Philbick or the Pete Delmonico talk show, having nothing but value and good and interesting things, because that's what people are attracted to.
You get desensitized. That's the word I was looking for, desensitized.
Yeah. So anyways, we're coming up on the hour, guys.
Pete, I want Pete to give me. Pete, you're the genius in the room. Guys, just to let you know, you guys may use Wikipedia. I have Petepedia. That would be Pete.
That's funny. I was just going to buy some Batman sneakers. Yeah, I mean, just yes, my friend reached out to me the other day, and he pitched me on an MLM, and wanted me to get on the phone with the guy, and basically I just told him the truth, that kind of product and MLM are not really a good mix, and we hit it off, and he was someone that I knew but never really worked with closely, and it just made a lot of sense to him, and now he's rocking and rolling, and that's all it really is. I think that you could buy clicks from people and do different things, and really you're going to end up with the same result as just working really hard for an hour or two just chatting with people. And believe me, I've done it. I've bought thousands of dollars worth of clicks. I've used this and that, but it really boils down to relationships and just chatting with someone and making sense to them. Just keep it simple, be honest, and let people know. Ingreso's not trying to make the next Facebook. We're not making some app that we got to convince everybody to use. We're not trying to be Nostradamus. All we're doing is giving people products and software that they already like, they already use. There's already a huge demand for it in the marketplace, and we're saving them money on them. We're keeping their maintenance costs very, very low at $25 a month. We're providing a massive unilevel to not only offset that, but give you true freedom. And we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We just make better products that the world already knows about. And I get to hang out with my dog all day and buy Batman sneakers. So it's not a hard job. I mean, you could do a 90-day run in this company and get paid for years. You just have to do it. And then if you're excited after 90 days, take a couple days off, enjoy yourself. But if you are passionate about it, go do it again. And set yourself up for a couple more years, because that's what we did. I feel like the work we did between November 15th and December 20th of 2013 really set myself up and Jen and John and a bunch of other people up for a long time. Just that little snippet of 35 days. But then we came back out of the gate in 2014 and worked real hard leading up to our convention. And we're able to produce those massive checks, and then we were able to go from that into another event over the summer and do the same thing. And as you can see, the checks went way up. More and more people were involved, and now our team is approaching 22,000 people. Almost 600 people have joined just this month. So Ingreso is picking up steam. It's starting to be obvious that a lot of the deals out there are just, nonsense. People are trying to bribe each other with contracts, and, there's fake this and fake that. And, with Ingreso, you can't do that nonsense. It involves hard work, and fortunately, it's just for a very short period of time. And I did this comp plan twice before. The first one, the products, they were terrible, but I understood the comp plan worked, and it was very powerful, made a bunch of money. Second time I did it, it was decent software. I thought there was good value there. There was no residual, though. There was no, forward motion when it came to, earning money and stuff like that. It was just more direct sales. But it was good. Made a lot of money. Met Jen and Mike there. And, we all decided we wanted more, and we stayed connected. And, fortunately, we were able to hook up with my buddy. And he showed us true leverage, and now we have it. We're going to make hundreds of dollars a day in the unilevel. Okay, and that's amazing to me. I've never even had 1,000 people under me before, so it's not Pete. Yeah, I'm a cool dude, and I like to make things happen, but it's not me. It's Ingreso. Ingreso has put the leverage in front of me where I'm able to have over 20,000 people, because that probably would have not happened in anything else I was doing. I know for a fact it would have never happened. So that is Ingreso, not me, not Jen, not Earl, not David. It's Ingreso that's giving us that power to basically amplify what we're doing, and it's only going to get better and better. I wouldn't be surprised if we had 50 or 60 or 70,000 people on our team this year, and the nice thing is you only need a couple people. I've built all these people with I could count on one hand the people that I'm connected with that work really hard. The other people, they work, and I just don't know them. They've come from, the organization, So that's what it is. If you look at the unilevel thing that my buddy Earl is, really excited about, if you go out and get 4 people and they get 4 and they get 4, then, you're going to have a huge organization. You're going to get leadership bonuses, car bonuses, win vacations, all kinds of different cool stuff for being involved, and your team's going to grow, and that's really all it is. You control your first level only, so when if you go out and get 8 people, you're doubling your chances of that unilevel exploding for you too, and that's all we've done. We've gone out and got 10 or 12 times the amount of people that is recommended, because we want to ensure our success, and we really, really have at this point. I don't see Ingreso. We're debt free. The guy that started the company is a genius. His son is a genius. They've made millions in this comp plan. The world needs to know that this comp plan blows away everything else I've seen, binaries, you know, this and that, it just does. And, you know, a lot of people don't believe that, and I think that we're doing a good job of showing them right now, but we have, you know, a lot more people to show. And you can see that. You see programs that I would never join that are popular, and I don't think people really do the math on them and see that, you know, the leverage just isn't there, the perpetuity's not there. You know, in fact, a couple of programs that everyone was foaming at the mouth about have already gone out of business. Come and went, you know. How many things have come and went since Ingreso launched? And it's crazy. And, you know, here we are 3 years old, no debt, growing like wildfire, and nothing's changed except our products have gotten much, much better. There's a lot more of them. They're easier to use. They make more sense in the marketplace because people need funnels. They need to make landing pages. They need a domain name. They need hosting. They need goal setting. They may need to learn Spanish. They may need to go to an event to get excited. You know, they may need to talk to the CEO. You know, I've talked to him a million times. I love the guy. So, you know, this is a family. This is an equation that works. And from top to bottom, like she said, the guy that sponsored me is, in my opinion, the smartest person in this whole damn industry and has been for a long time. And he teaches me. We all work together. You know, the people like David and Earl and Michelle that are understanding that and running with it are going to have, in my opinion, more success than us because the tools are better, it's stronger, more credibility, more proof that it works than we ever had. You know, when we did this in November 15th, we didn't have anything other than excitement to roll with, and we made it happen with just that. Now you've got 10 times the amount of you know, tools you need in your tool belt to rock this thing. So find a couple products Ingreso makes, use them, get good at them. Doesn't have to be all of them. Find the ones that make sense to you.
Oop. Pete, oh, we lost him.
Pete's an expert at collapsing time, and he's always there willing. We can get Pete any time of the day.
Yeah.
And we do that for our team. It's all about the support, guys. And the more people we support and bring along, you know, Jen and I came from a very bad situation. If we can do it with 2 kids strapped to our hips throughout all of it, now they're in school, finally, but you can do it. You can do it.
Look, David.
David doing over
David.
Yeah, but if I put they're in school, me and it's just like.
Way over.
Drop the middle finger F-bomb on this webinar, can I?
What happened?
I can't drop the middle finger F-bomb in this webinar, can I?
No,
Yeah, boy.
not considering the CEO will have it in his hands.
I love Dwayne.
So we did this all for you guys and stuff, and you can do this. And you've got great leadership from corporate staff all the way through. We couldn't be more excited about the future in Ingreso Cybernetico.
You know,
it's been great.
there are multiple leaders in our organization, as you know. I mean, there is Alfredo, there's Terry from Team Vision. You know, there is Dave, and Michelle is an upcoming face of IC.
Earl in the Slovenian.
Earl in this, you know, in our Slovenian team down
Frankie
there.
Lewis.
I mean, there's so
Jennifer
many.
Bangernies.
Yeah, Jennifer, she couldn't make it. She had to take her puppy to the vet. But there's so many upcoming leaders.
Petey Van.
Yes, Petey Van. In this company. I mean, people that are just like, I see what's going on over there. I like the vibe you guys have. I want to be there. So just, guys, be patient. You're going to go through those no's. But what I tell my team every single day, because it's so simple to slip into that negative space where it's like, I'm talking to all these people, it's not working. I go, or this person said this to me, that one said that. Dirt. It is dirt.
You're looking for the gold.
You are not wasting your time on that dirt. You're digging, getting your fingers dirty, digging through that dirt for that gold. It's that simple. If you want to sit there and talk about the dirt, don't call my house. Because you will hear me scream that, dirt! God, go look for your gold. It's out there.
All right.
Michelle's heard it.
All right.
I was thinking about your outburst the other day in the background. Yeah, I had to laugh.
It doesn't need to be more complicated. It's networking, guys. And you're just going to go through a number of people, and we've seen it over the years. And you're all just one person away from exploding your business, like Nikki Madison. Michelle found Ryan Kaufman. We found Dave. Then look at all what happens from finding that one right person.
I'd like to interject for a second too, guys, because a lot of people think, Mike says it all the time, he says it's going to take, all you need is one. one to completely change your financial statement, but I'd like to even go further than that. That one doesn't even have to come from you. That one can come from anywhere in your organization, because there's people 4 generations down that just brought the Rockstar from a couple of people above that aren't doing anything. And it's still going to blow up the organization, guys. So you're working with everybody. You don't have to go out and find that rock star. Of course, everybody wants a rock star. But if you consistently work with your team, even the ones that need the extra help, they're going to bring a rock star, and then you're set. All this work that we do, what I've learned from my experience, literally happens in the blink of an eye. After all that work, it's not like working. It is working to a build-up, but then it just happens. And you're like, man, I'm so glad I didn't give up. I'm so glad I didn't quit 3 feet from the gold.
Terry Frazier, Earl Cox, perfect examples. They hung in over, some of them a year. Terry was a year. He got some people going, and he kept them. He's got the highest stay-in rate out of everybody, and then boom, now he's getting really some serious traction. The same thing with Earl. It really takes one person somewhere.
I think people look at us though and go, "Well, you guys have the checks on the wall. It's so easy for you." Do you think that every person I talk to is a yes? Because it's not that way. I get a lot of people that try to pull me out of my opportunity. I have a lot of people that sit there and tell me it's a scam, even though I do have these things on my wall. I'm a bigger target than you are, because people see me out there more, and people know that I have a team of 18,000 going on 19,000 people. And they obviously want, oh, bring that girl over and she'll bring her whole team. No, that's not the case. I am going nowhere. I love Dwayne. I respect Dwayne. I've learned lessons in my life that to respect what I have, not what I could have. And, and so I respect what I have, because it's going to give me everything that I've ever wanted and help so many other people get the same thing that they want, with their hard work. So you guys have to be very focused. You have to make sure that you understand that, what I have here is a rare thing. It's a unicorn, and you treat it like one, because you're not going to see very many companies out there that last this long and have this kind of a unity, these kind of people involved in it that care about each other. I have people that are cross-lined to me inside of a chat room because they're underneath Pete, and we all go, yeah, that person just had success. Where else do you find that? Every other company out there is like, oh, I got to be better than that one. I'm not going to, if I like that person's post, even though they're in the same company, that person's going to get all the people. That's not how we work here.
You're not in competition with anybody. You're in competition with yourself. This is what it's all about. It's about you. It really is.
It is.
Just walk in the path that we've paved, because we've been through all of what you're going through, and then some. So just follow what we're doing, and you'll have success.
Exactly. So with that said, guys, I love you all. Get back to work. I know that, this was only like an hour and 3 minutes long, so it wasn't that bad. But it was so important that I got this out to you, because now you have something that you can, okay, what am I doing wrong? Maybe I should go watch that again and tweak your skills. Income-producing
activities are going to work. Just do it consistently. Make a strong post in the morning. Get back on your feed, on your news feed, and then go back to your posts.
And the chat box, it's okay to be in it. Don't live in it, and don't be a cheerleader in it. Just get over there, do your thing, and then get back to work, because the chat box is good for team camaraderie, but it can really suck you into just wanting to be a cheerleader. And we don't want that. We want income-producing activities, because those are the things that are going to give you your dreams and your visions and your goals and make them a reality. So with that said, guys, I'm closing it out. IC for life. And
thanks for all, I guess.
Yes, thanks, guys, for coming and listening. So I'll talk to you soon, and I will get this out into the chat rooms as well.
It's going to go in the files doc in the Team Freedom Bound Facebook.
That's right. Yeah. So files tab expected in about 10 minutes. Right?